Welcome to the Daily Mix. I'm Angella Sharpe. You guys are in for a treat today. We are here at the St. Louis Zoo. Yes, things are up and running here. Even the train is running. How cool is that? We're going to show you all the animals and see what's going on. You know, those grizzly bears, they're really excited to see people bouncing up and down. There's a sea lion show. There's so much to see here at the St. Louis Zoo. I think it's time to get started. Let's get started on today's Daily Mix. Look at that, I'm here at the St. Louis Zoo. So excited to be here. You know, they've got a lot up and running, even though there are some precautions in place. So we're gonna check it all out. Right now I'm in front of the sea lions, but the jumping bears, I can't wait to see them. I'm so excited about that. There's a lot going on here, and you can hear the people are really excited to be here too. So let's go see what the zoo is all about. How much fun is this? The carousel is open here at the St. Louis Zoo. These kids are having a bunch of fun. I've been having a bunch of fun at the zoo, seeing the bears jump up and down and all that great fun stuff. But you know, this is not the first place I was out after being stuck and locked inside home. The first place I went to was a drive-in STL over there at the PowerPlex. They've got a really great setup with some live music and other fun things going on.
Just this past weekend for the 4th of July, they had the Schnucks Freedom Fest supporting Folds of Honor. There was live music, movies, fireworks, even my favorite, a classic car show. This Thursday, July 9th, the popular Grateful Dead tribute band The Schwag will take the stage, followed by the movie The Big Lebowski. Then on Friday and Saturday, the internationally known Christian band For King and Country will be performing 2 shows. I actually might have to go check that out. I love them. To learn more about these events and to reserve tickets, visit driveinstl.com. Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day, is an important holiday commemorating the ending of slavery in the United States. On June 19th, celebrations were held throughout the region. STL TV was there for the Juneteenth Ride for Freedom, which was organized by the Board of Aldermen President Lewis Reed and Radio 1. Take a look.
This was my brainchild. A couple of us, we sit down at the table to try to come up with an idea of how we could celebrate and do it in a safe manner. And we said, how about a car parade, you know? So this is what came to play, and I'm really pleased with the turnout right now. It's so exciting just seeing people who are coming out and putting banners and signs on their vehicles. This is such a great and exciting time. With COVID-19 going on and us wearing our mask, you know, we felt like we couldn't really do a real parade, but we could do a car parade. So let's bring out everyone, let them decorate their cars, and let's ride along the old Annie Malone route and celebrate. It's an excellent thing. I mean, it's no different than us celebrating the 4th of July. I mean, to just think that in 1863, when the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, that the African Americans that worked as slaves in Texas did not get the news for another 2.5 years that they were actually free. You know, that is just something to celebrate. Freedom is something to celebrate at once, but to understand the whole science and the whole history behind this is a cause for a great celebration.
You know, I'm excited about Juneteenth, but I get excited about Juneteenth every year. I've been celebrating Juneteenth for as long as I can remember. But there's something different happening this year. Look around this parking lot. See all these cars that are lined up for this parade, right? America is starting to wake up and understand the significance of Juneteenth. African Americans have known it their whole life. I mean, we were born into it. We understand the struggle. We deal with it every single day. This is a time to teach the rest of America what Juneteenth stands for. So I'm so proud of everybody that showed up here today that's going to celebrate Juneteenth, that's going to push for some change in America. So this is what change is about, and this is what change looks like.
And you guys know we have a lot more from the June 19th Ride for Freedom celebration. You can catch it all right here on STL TV and anytime on our YouTube page.
But you guys, I'm still here at the zoo, and there's a ton to see. Let's go.
Did you know the Herpetarium is home to over 100 different species of alligators, lizards, snakes, turtles, and more? I've got to admit, my favorite from all the turtles are those giant tortoises, right? I just like anything that's overly sized. But speaking of turtles, the St. Louis Aquarium just welcomed its first sea turtle to the aquatic family. Tsunami is a rescued green sea turtle, and she was released into her new home in Shark Canyon just last week. As an endangered species, sea turtles can only be cared for in facilities approved by the Oceanic Administration Agency, and we're very excited to have Tsunami here in St. Louis. And conservation is something the St. Louis Zoo is very dedicated to. For many years, the zoo has been involved in saving endangered species and their habitats around the world. It is home to hundreds of species of threatened and endangered animals, from beetles and kingfishers to cheetahs, and my favorite animal of them all, the Asian elephant. I love elephants. Elephants have always been my favorite ever since I was a little kid, for a very simple reason. My mom's favorite animal is the elephant, so me and my sister, we also always love the elephant. I think the most famous elephant here at the zoo is Raja, the first Asian elephant born right here at the zoo, and we found out he's gonna be a dad again. That's right, Ronnie is pregnant and going to have a baby later this summer. So what goes in for caring for a pregnant elephant? Well, a lot. Check this out.
Hi, I'm Dr. Satya Chinadure. I'm the Director of Animal Health at the St. Louis Zoo. In the Department of Animal Health, we're lucky to have veterinarians, veterinary technicians, as well as pathology, quarantine, and support staff that provide for all the medical needs of the entire group of animals that calls the St. Louis Zoo home. And together with our veterinary staff, nutrition, endocrinology, and especially the animal care team at the River's Edge, we've been monitoring our 23-year-old Asian elephant, Ronnie, throughout her long pregnancy. One of the most important parts of pregnancy monitoring in elephants, as well as with people and other animals, is ultrasound monitoring, or performing a sonogram. Even during the zoo's public closure for the pandemic, the animal care team has worked with Ronnie to allow for twice-weekly ultrasound evaluation. Due to an elephant's large size, it's difficult to see the entire calf with an ultrasound probe placed on the abdomen, so we use a combination of techniques to assess both Ronnie and the baby. First, we assess Ronnie using a technique similar to a horse or cow, and from this approach, we can see the cervix and part of the uterus and monitor for any changes in the shape and size of those organs, as well as see the normal fluid in them. After that, we perform a more typical transabdominal examination of the uterus and the baby. We're looking for any changes in the placenta and uterine fluid and checking for the baby's size, movement, and position. On our most recent exam, the baby is moving around quite a bit. We can see fetal movement on Ronnie's abdomen, and on ultrasound, we see the baby is active and kicking. Using training sessions, we'll continue to monitor Ronnie throughout the rest of her pregnancy. We want to make sure that up until the day of delivery that she is doing well and the baby are doing well. And even on the day of delivery, we will continue our close monitoring to make sure everything goes as planned. We can't wait to see our new baby elephant calf, and we can't wait to welcome you back to the St. Louis Zoo.
How cute is that? I cannot wait to see the new baby. You know, this baby is going to be Raja's 5th offspring, and I just love elephants, but baby elephants might be the cutest. But there's a ton more to see here at the zoo. Let's go. I am so excited. I got to catch up with the St. Louis Zoo director, Michael Macek. He's right here. He's going to tell us everything we need to know about coming to the zoo during these crazy times.
We are free, and people are used to probably just driving up to the zoo on any given day and coming in. We can't do that any longer because we do have to kind of restrict capacity at the zoo to be able to maintain social distancing. So you have to go online at stlzoo.org, or you could call at 646-4797 to make a time ticket reservation. So you'll have an hour ticket that you can come whenever you want during that hour. You can stay as long as you want, because we know most of our guests stay about 3 hours. So at any given time we have a manageable number of people at the zoo, not to exceed a day capacity of a certain number, which is about 1/3 of our normal capacity. So that's really important. And then this is also very important. Masks are required for all visitors, with the exceptions of kids under 9 years old, and of course if you have a pre-existing medical condition. But there are also a handful of attractions that will be either modified or closed. The closed attractions, at least for now in phase 1, are the Children's Zoo, the Penguin Puff and Coast, the Insectarium, and our 4D theater. Of course, no theaters are really open yet, but in time we're hoping we'll be able to facilitate opening those attractions as well. There's modified operations to a number of our attractions, but most of them, with the exception of the 4D theater, are still open. So the train, we've installed plexiglass panels between every single seat. The train is clean basically on the hour, and we have hand washing stations everywhere around the zoo so you can clean up. The carousel, we're only the capacity is half of the animals, so they're marked either one color or another color. You get on, you can ride one color, the next group the other color, then the whole thing is cleaned up, and then we start all over again.
We had so much fun here at the St. Louis Zoo. It's awesome to see that they're up and running, and things like the carousel and the train, those are also running. So it's pretty neat. You guys need to check it out. You can go to their webpage to see what's closed and what's open and the requirements you need to have. But it's a great day outside with your family and friends. Now, in the meantime, you guys need to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can drop us a line at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. Let me know where else I should go and check out. Now, make sure you keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis. See you next time.